Good evening, everyone. My name is Someshwar. I welcome all of you on behalf of Art of Living organization to Yog Vaashishtha evening session. नमस्ते, मैं सोमेश्वर आप सभी का आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग संस्था की तरफ से योग वाशिष्ठ के सायंकाल के सत्र में स्वागत करता हूँ. टुडे वी आर ऑन डे 80. आज हम लोग 80वें सत्र में पहुंच चुके हैं एंड वी विल बी लुकिंग एट द स्टोरी ऑफ भास विलास. कैसे उनकी जीवन में अलग अलग प्रकार की चीजें आती है और कैसे वह अल्टीमेटली अपनी पाथ पे आगे बढ़ते हैं. तो रोज की तरह हम लोग आज के सत्र की शुरुआत भी ओम के उच्चारण से करेंगे. So once again I welcome all of you, all our Zoom participants, all our YouTube viewers and all our Facebook viewers to today's session. Today we are also celebrating Dashehra or Vijaya Dashmi. No? So this is the win of ignorance. No, this is a win of your knowledge over the ignorance, a win of your light over the darkness. No, this is the time when Rama actually killed Ravana. Ravana represents the ignorance. Ravana represents that negative energy, and Rama represents that positive energy. So when Rama killed Ravana, this is the particular day we celebrate in the form of that. So wish you all वेरी हैप्पी दशहरा. आज विजयादशमी का जो उत्सव हम लोग मना रहे हैं, उस उत्सव के ऊपर आप सभी को बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. Today Gurudev also spoke something which is very relevant to today's session. So we will also listen to Gurudev what Gurudev said. आज गुरुदेव ने आज के विजयादशमी के पावन अवसर पर क्या कहा, उसको भी हम लोग सुनेंगे. और आज का सत्र में जो इनिशियल जो बातें आती है कैसे वह exactly related to what Gurudev said, we will look into it and then we'll continue with our session. For the timing, let us all close our eyes. आंखें बंद कर ले. Let's bring back our attention to our breath. अपना पूरा ध्यान अपनी सांस के ऊपर ले आए. Breathe in and let go. Take one more deep breath. And let go completely. Dropping all your past, come back to the present moment. This present moment is new. Let us welcome this moment by chanting Om. Let us awaken the divinity within. गुरु का आवाहन कर ले. पुनः पुनः Let us express our gratitude towards the divinity. Guru Vandana kar le. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru se prarthana kar le. Let us pray to the divinity. Whatever the words that are coming out of our mouth, whatever the actions that are happening, whatever the thoughts that are coming into the mind, the power of discrimination arising in our intellect, the impressions which might be getting created in the memory, and if still there is an iota of that I, me, let thy be and all this be inspired by the Master alone. We, the people walking on the path of liberation, moksha, mukti. If this mukti, moksha, liberation, freedom, we experience right now, this moment, or if you are already free, let this remaining life, and if you have to come back here again with a purpose, to express our gratitude, to do the seva, to spread the knowledge, or just be with the Master to fulfill his vision. Let all that be inspired by the Master alone. Pray like this. Feel the presence of the Master within and outside. And with a gentle smile on your face, you may open your eyes. Jai Gurudev. So let us hear out what Gurudev said on this occasion of Vijayadashmi, and then we'll continue with our session. Let me share my screen.
Yes.
Thank you for joining. We wish you the very best for all your new initiatives. Jai Gurudev.
One country, a thousand beliefs, and a billion reasons to celebrate. This festive season, Be Yogi takes you through a journey of how the brightest one of them all is celebrated. From those stuck at work to the newest members in the workforce. From surprise visits to home to cheering up neighbors with the festive spirit. Our new collection, has something for everyone. Yogi presents Sabki Diwali. Wish you all a
सेलिब्रेशन आफ्टर सेलिब्रेशन। एक के बाद एक ऐसे त्योहार तो आते रहते हैं। देखिए, हमारे पूर्वज इतने मेधावी रहे, इन्होंने देखा हर मौसम के हिसाब से कुछ ना कुछ त्योहार उन्होंने बना लिया, ताकि जीवन भर हम एक त्योहार से दूसरे त्योहार में व्यस्त रह जाएं, फिर कोई चिंता करने की समय नहीं बचे, आलतू फालतू बातें मन में नहीं आए। सेवा के काम में सब जुट जाएं तो मन प्रसन्न हो जाता है। और अपने बारे में ही बैठ के दिन रात सोचते रहते हैं तो हम दुखी होते रहते। दुख का यही कारण है, सच में अपने बारे में नहीं सोचते, मैं कौन हूँ ये नहीं सोचते हैं, मगर अपने मन के बारे में, अपनी जो सुख सुविधा के बारे में ही सोचते रहते हैं तो दुखी होते हैं। या इतना समाज सेवा में तल्लीन रह के अपने आप को भूल के सेवा में लग जाएं तो भी दुख नहीं है। या बैठ के ये देखें मैं कौन हूँ, ना मैं शरीर हूँ, ना मैं बुद्धि हूँ, ना मन हूँ। इस तरह से खुद की विचार वितर्क विमर्श करने से भी हम प्रसन्न हो जाए, सुखी हो जाएंगे। बीच की अवस्था जो है ना, खुद मैं कौन हूँ ये जानते ही नहीं, खुद के बारे में कुछ नहीं ज्ञान, ये भी नहीं पता है कि हमको चाहिए क्या, फिर हम बीच में उलझे रहते हैं। एक कुछ ना कुछ लेके हमारे मन में गांठ बनाते जाते हैं, है ना। ये मन की सारी ये जो भ्रम है, इसी को माया कहते हैं। तो ये माया के पकड़ में न आवे, सारे भ्रम दूर हुए तो ध्यान करें। उसके लिए ये सब उपाय है। त्योहार करें, देवी को पूजें, और ये देखें देवी तो हमारे भीतर है। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु चेतनेत्यभिधीयते, चेतना के रूप में वो सब में है। उस चैतन्य सत्ता का ही जो लीला है सारा संसार। इस बात को हमें बार बार अपने को याद दिलाते जाना चाहिए। इसीलिए नवरात्रि है, इसीलिए दिवाली भी है। एक दिया जले तो उजेला नहीं होता, हजारों दिया जले तो इतने भी घोर अंधेरा हो, वो अंधेरा भाग जाता है। इसलिए अंधेरे का असर नहीं होता। इस एक घर में एक व्यक्ति खुश रहे, ये करीब करीब असंभव है, मगर सभी को वो खुशी जब तक नहीं बांटते तब तक एक व्यक्ति भी खुश नहीं रह सकता, है ना। तो इसलिए घर में अलग जलाए, मैंने अलग अलग दिया जला, मैंने हर एक व्यक्ति के भीतर ज्ञान, ध्यान, सेवा भाव, प्रसन्नता, त्याग भाव, ये सब जागे, तब जाके एक सुखी संसार बनेगा, सुखी परिवार से संसार, ये सब होगा, है ना। तो आदर्श को कभी मत छोड़ो। कभी लगता रहे ये सब बड़ा ऊंचा आदर्श है, जीवन में प्रैक्टिकल में तो ये सब बात होती नहीं है, मैं क्या करूं, ये तकलीफ है, वो तकलीफ है, रोजमर्रा के काम में इतने फंसे हुए रहते हैं। तब आदमी इसी में उलझकर इसी में गोल 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 घूमते रहेंगे, जीवन व्यर्थ जाता है फिर। हाँ, तो हमको बार बार जागना पड़ेगा, और बार बार जगाने के लिए तो ये सब उत्सव है। जागो और मत भागो। भागना नहीं, हम क्या करते हैं, कुछ पसंद नहीं आए तो भागते हैं। भागने से नहीं भाग्य खुलेगा, जागो तो भाग्य खुल जाएगा। और भाग्य यही है कि सारा संसार आपका अपना है, परमात्मा यही है, अभी है, हमारे में है, हमारे हैं। ये विश्वास हमको बार बार जताते रहना पड़ेगा। ठीक है ना, करते जाओ और बाकी संसार का काम जो है ये भी साथ में करते रहना चाहिए अपना। जीवन नृत्य तभी होता, जीवन में संतोष कभी उपजेगा जब हम दोनों को संतुलित करके ले जाएंगे। क्या? एक हमारा व्यावहारिक काम और दूसरा अपना आध्यात्मिक पहल। दोनों में से कोई एक चीज छोड़ दोगे तो भी जीवन अपूर्ण रह जाएगा। तो सबको वो पूर्णता मिले, यही तो बात है। नवरात्रि का, विजयदशमी का यही है संदेश। दशमत त्वमसि करके बोलते हैं, अपना पुराना वेदांत का है, तुम 10वें हो। वो कहानी सुना है ना, जब 10 लोग कहीं नदी पार करने चाहते थे नाव पे और सब गिनते रहे, खुद को छोड़ के एक एक ने गिना, 9वीं आए सब और बड़े परेशान हो गए, एक आदमी खो गए करके। तब वहाँ पर ये जो ज्ञानी आया, उन्होंने देखा तो ये तो 10 है मगर गिनती में 9वीं आ रहा है इनको। 9 जने बदल बदल के गिनते हैं तो वो लोग खुद को छोड़ के गिन रहे थे, तो 10वीं आदमी नहीं है, 10वां आदमी नहीं है करके दुखी हो रहे थे। तब वो ज्ञानी व्यक्ति ने कहा, सब गिनवा करके जो गिन रहा था उनको आके बोले, 10वां आदमी तुम ही हो भाई, दशमत त्वमसि बोले। तब सबका दुख वैसे मिट गया जैसे ओस मिट जाता है सूरज के आते ही। ये बहुत प्रसिद्ध वेदांत की कहानी है, अपने पुराणों में, वेदों में इसकी, वेदांत में इसकी काफ़ी चर्चा है। तो ऐसे ही खुद को खोजते खोजते भगवान बुद्ध यही कहने लगे कि आत्मा करके कोई चीज़ मुझे मिला नहीं, मैंने बहुत ढूंढा। तब आदि शंकर ने कहा, वेदांत ने कहा, जो ढूंढ रहा था, जिनको नहीं मिला वही है करके बता, वही तुम हो, 10वां तुम ही हो करके। तो विजयदशमी में ये याद रखो, खोए हुए तुम्हारी आत्मा को फिर जताओ, जागो और आगे काम करते जाओ। ठीक है ना, सबको बहुत बहुत प्यार, बहुत आशीर्वाद। अब सत
Jagadish, so that was, we were listening to Gurudev, and his message was very, very clear, very apt, short and sweet, but yet it could have the entire summary, the gist of Yog Vaashishtha, what we are going through here. So now let us continue and look at what is being said in this. We are on the sub-chapter number 59, chapter 5th is going on, Upsham Rakaran, and we are into this sub-chapter number 59, where we'll be looking at the story of Bhas and Vilas. And after this, there will be a story of Vitahavya. With that story, we will conclude the chapter number 5 and we'll enter into chapter number 6, Nirvana Prakaran, and the same thing will continue in the chapter number 7 also, Nirvana Purvada and Nirvana Uttarada. So these are the 2 chapters that will be the ending of the Yog Vaashishtha Nirvana Prakaran. That is what the ultimate is, what we will be seeking. So now let us look at this story of Bhas and Vilas. So now the story starts and Vaashishtha Muni now continues to interact with Rama, and he says, hey Rama, let me tell you this fact of this life, how the people actually get stuck into this something called as Karma Chakra. Because there is this vicious life cycle of this sansara, this jagat, this universe, which continuously keeps on happening between your actions and the associated results, again the associated actions, and again the associated results, and one after another, they just keep on continuing, getting stuck into something called as this karma chakra, this vicious life cycle of samsara, and it's called as death and birth, birth and death, death and birth, that continues. So here he gives an example of just like there is this water life cycle is there. So the water is evaporated. Once it evaporates, it becomes the cloud, and once it goes, and when it becomes cold, again it falls down in the form of a rain, and again while flowing through river, it again reaches to the ocean, and again from the ocean, from the earth, even in the river, the continuous process of evaporation continues to happen. Again it will become the clouds, and then that cycle is something which is continuously happening every time. No? It's continuing. This water life cycle is continuing. So similar to that, this is what exactly happens, that because of some remaining vasanas, some foolishness, some desires, the chitta takes the form of this body. Once that form of the body is taken, again it's in illusion only, according to Yog Vaashishtha, that it is takes this body form, and then in this body form it starts doing some actions. Now, when these actions happens, the outward objects, situation, and people, and this entire niyati, this srishti, this maya, starts creating some impressions of this being, this jiva, and then that is something called as karma. So that karma keeps happening. Now, because of this karma happening, one has to pay for that karma, either good or bad. And then while paying for that karma means experiencing consequences of your actions, fruits of your actions. When you go through it, then again during that, when your actions are happening, the impressions are forming, you are again performing the actions for that to pay the consequences. Again, you are getting stuck into those shandripus, those vikaras. Let's say 6 distortions: kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, matsar. There's greed, entanglement, anger, pride, all these things. Once get entangled into this. Again, while going through this, the thought process is continuously happening. The new thoughts comes. If you pick up some of them and form sankalpa out of it, now to fulfill that sankalpa, those desire, that ichcha shakti continuously keeps happening. Again, while doing so, you get entangled into object, you get entangled into the people, and you get stuck into the situation. Again, the same story goes again and again and again and again, and that is how you are stuck. Even if your death comes, again the body dies, the mind is still there, the chitta is still there. The chitta, because of the remaining desires, even at the time of death, you could not drop everything. Again, there are some more desires left. To fulfill that desires, again you will take a next birth. Again, imaginary only, but it will take the next birth. It might happen that in between you might go through multiple other yonis also to pay off whatever you have done. That is according to the law of karma. So this, if we have to break this, how do we break this? This continuously karma chakra is going on. How do we break this? So we have to stop doing karma. Now this is where very delicate, that people usually get confused and then they get stuck. And this is exactly what Gurudev clarified today, that you choose one thing and just follow on that path. Either you do submerge yourself completely into seva, and then you are totally into it, then that seva itself happening out of you will not be unhappy. Or else you completely gets into the knowledge. Once you become the knowledgeable, the jnani, even the jnani also, irrespective of what actions they do not have any duality, that dvandva, that bhed, that discrimination that keeps happening. So is this good, that is good, should I do job or should I leave my job, should I do the business or not do the business, should I do this, should I do that? This continuously things that keeps on happening in our mind, once you have attained, once you have known yourself, then what actions you are going to do are not going to matter. And again, you will be free from this dukkha, this dharmanasya, this sorrow in life. No? But Gurudev says, if you are in between, then you are bound to experience this. You are stuck into that. And when that duality comes into picture, then that is where you invite all the sorrow. And this is exactly what is being said here in this Yog Vaashishtha also. That whenever such things happens and one gets stuck, unless you realize your own self, no, Atma, no, till that point of time, you cannot be free from this. No? Till that point of time, karma chakra, this vicious life cycle, which is going on continuously, you will not be able to experience the freedom. Acha, mukti or moksha mil jayega means you have attained a liberation. I think, is that something that you are going to gain anything? No, there is nothing to actually gain. In reality, you have just realized your own self, which was already there. No? So that is where Gurudev beautifully shared. Why I played that video, because Gurudev beautifully shared that story of Vedanta here, that there were these 9 people, no, there were these 10 people, and they went on a tourism, they went on a pilgrimage, and one find that they're counting everybody, that everybody is there, and they counting everybody counted. No, they always counted, and they always came up with a count of 9. Said that, oh, our 10th friend is missing. No, we are not able to find that out. And some Danny comes there and who says, how come you, I see you as 10, what is that you are worried about? He said, we are counting, we have done it n number of times. Each one of us has put an effort to count that, but we could never reach that 10 count. One of our friend is missing. He said that, come on, you are forgetting your own self. No, as you are forgetting your own self, you are not reaching to that 10th one. So he says that 10th one is what you are. No? You are that 10th. You are that self. What you are always looking outside, always. No, you are that one. No, so you are that self. You are that Atma. What is that you are looking at? No? So realization of this, that I am that. Other than me, nothing else exists on this planet. Nothing else exists in this universe. Everywhere I see, I am able to see with that drashta bhav, no? That ultimate observer, and then just do all my actions. When such things happens in our life, then the karmas are not getting more. Karmas are means the impressions of your actions. There are no fruits of your action. No, that stops happening. No impressions are, no sanskaras are happening on your memory. You are already free. Then how you will behave? You will just do the routine of whatever the prarabdha, the sanchit karma, which are there, karma that have happened in the past. You just want to nullify that, through your actions, through your meditation, through the blessings, through the knowledge. You will just go through and just finished off. Whatever the consequences of that, you just finish it off, and then you are free. You are anyway already free. You'll experience that freedom. You will be in awareness that you are free now. That is what is being explained over here, that how to do that. Here Vaashishtha Muni says that, Rama, you have to go and break this this vicious life cycle of this mind, which continuously keeps on doing the things one after that. Using the mind itself, you cut it, and then you become free. So now then he continues, let me explain you that therefore there were these 2 tapasvis, and there was a dialogue that happened between them. Let me explain you that, how they have done this. So that is where he begins telling the story here, that once upon a time there was this mountain called Sahyadri, Sayya Parvat, and then that is where there was an ashram of Atri. There was a Atri Rishi, and then his ashrama was there. That ashram has such a divine vibrations, such a divine presence. So everybody used to be very feel calm and calm. There were 2 other tapasvis who were leading their life over there, and over a period of time they also give birth to another 2 sons, their own sons. So one is called as Bhas, and another one is called as Vilas. So they also spending their life like they were kids. So they're spending their life just like khana pina, eating something and drinking and playing and all that. And all that childhood was going on, and like that one fine day they gets into the youth's avastha, youth condition, and then because of the time elapsed, their father and mother, they pass away. So now because of this, they have still not understood the real knowledge. They cry and express their thing, they cry it out. All these things happens with them, and then after that, now they start walking on their own journey. So they are going here and there, they are doing their some sadhana here and there. Like this, there is a time gap that is being shown here. So one fine day, they happens to once again meet together. And then once after they meet together, now here there is an expression from the Vilasa. So this Bhasa asks that whatever the things that you have been doing, have you really achieved that whatever you wanted to achieve? Could you attain that thing? Could you drop all these things, which is the thing that our mind used to hover on us? No, could you take over that thing? Have you achieved that state of Atma Jnana, which is that Shrestha? Have you really achieved that? Are you really happy about all these things? No, he keeps on questioning like this, and that is where, with full honor and respect, this Bhas is now, Vilas is asking the question, and then Bhas responds to that. No, so there is this conversation that happens, and that conversation we'll see tomorrow. What is the conversation that has happened between both of them? Let's keep that as a continued as a secret, as a surprise today. So let us ponder upon what is this been said here as the vicious life cycle of this karma. How do we can take care of that? How do we can break that, and how we can achieve that liberation? So today I will pause here. I'd like to hand over the session to all of you. If you want to express yourself, you can express yourself. If you have any questions, you are welcome to ask that. Today we are on the 80th session of this. These sessions are continuing from long time. So what are your expectations about all these things? If you would like to express yourself, you can do that. So over to you all. Jai Gurudev. I'm opening the session now so that you can express yourself. Whatever Gurudev spoke, if you want to speak about it, you are welcome to do that also. So the chat option is also available to you. You can use the chat also, and you can also unmute yourself and express yourself. If not, then we'll pause here. आज के सत्र पे यहाँ पे समापन करते हैं, पुनः एक बार कल मिलने के लिए. जय गुरुदेव.